How is President Biden ever going to convince the 3/4 of voters who are worried about his physical and mental health that he is okay, even though in Las Vegas he told a story about recently talking to a French president who died in 1996?
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole with you, sir. In this briefing, if it's not going to be respectful here. Chris.
That's what I'm saying. You're receiving an African leader. And
Why does the president feel like that's the best location or a good location to make sure that Americans are safe from violent, illegal migrant crime?
Well, it's a really good question, and the memorandum that he signed, the order that he signed, builds on his previous executive actions, obviously, to secure our southern border and deport illegal criminals from the interior of our country. We know that we have an issue with detention space here in the interior, which is a big reason why Congress needs to pass this reconciliation package as quickly as possible to ensure that DHS and ICE have the funding they need to detain these individuals, that the administration is very swiftly rounding up and deporting, arresting and deporting these illegal immigrant criminals. And so the president feels it's an appropriate place. Taxpayers are already funding it. The space is there. Why not use it? And the Secretary of Defense, as I said, is working on that as we speak. Sure.
don't take questions.
Thanks, everybody.
A question about gas prices.
Thanks, everybody.
President Biden says that he's not going to pardon his son, Hunter. Is he going to ask Donald Trump to do that?
I don't have anything else to share about that. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole on this. One of the reasons that I want to be very clear that to folks that the border is not open and we will remove using Title VIII is because by not being very clear on that, we are doing the work of the smugglers who are going to put forth misinformation. So we want to be very clear on that piece. Folks,
Can you explain why the president interacted with so many of his son's foreign business associates? More than half of voters told CNN they believed the president was involved and he lied. You can't have a response to that, Kareem?
So what do you call it here at the White House when 10,000 people illegally cross the border in a single day?
so what do you call it, Peter, when GOP puts forth wait, no, you can't.
Green?
I'm answering. Okay, we're going to move
You're
on.
answering
No,
the question with the question? Okay.
no, we're moving on.
Green,
Moving.
please.
In the back.
Now, you said you were stopping the flow at the border.
No. I
10,000
tried to
migrants-
answer, Peter, I
okay.
tried to answer the question. You stopped me. Let's go.
Robert Hur is supposed to testify a week from today. Has the White House made a decision on releasing the transcripts of the president's
I
interview?
would refer you to my colleagues at the White House counsel's office.
Tomorrow marks 1 year since the president's last physical. So can you give us any type of sense of timing for when the next physical will be?
It will happen. I don't have a timeline for you. It will happen.
End of month?
I don't have a timeline. It will happen. We want to make sure we get those hostages home, including the American hostages. We understand there are about 6 of them that are part of that, that are part of the folks who are still part of the hostages. I should be more clear. Yesterday, especially at Ground Zero in New York City, we all, I'm sure, many of us have personal stories of that day, 9/11 of 2021. All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what? Okay.
Are you going to take a question on U.S. Africa summit? Is the details that
Okay, I'll take that. Let me just do this and Okay, we have a guest. Governor Bashir was there. Mitch, I forgot his name. The Senate leader, Republican leader was there.
Now it looks like there are a couple media outlets that have been dragged into this conversation as far as USAID funding as well. Does the president have any comment on that?
So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The DOGE team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on, do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see significant savings because of that effort.